elementary art teacher, Jessica Crandell. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am great.
Welcome back. You've been
Thank
here
you.
for, I think it was for when you were doing your Jackson County Teacher Student Art Show.
Yes, our Jackson art teachers, teacher and student art show with Julie Droscher, my teaching partner. So yes. Yeah.
Well, great to have you here.
Yeah.
So art, who gets to go, who gets to take art at Northwest?
So every student, young 5s through 12th grade, has the opportunity to take an art class at Northwest. In my building, I see every single 3rd, 4th, and 5th grader every single week.
Whether they like it or not.
Yeah. I like to think the majority of them like it.
Yeah.
Will love it.
Well, I know there's some kids, oh, I don't want to do gym, you know,
Yeah.
but kids more, they're geared up for art.
They are. Well, and it's just, I think it's all in how you present it and how fun and engaging you make it. And, you know, every single person on my specials team does an amazing job of including, you know, trying to reach kids to give them a place to shine, you know.
The kids that say, I just don't have any art talent and I'm not going to be good at this.
There are, and I spend some time talking about how, you know, most kids think that if they can't draw realistically, then they're not good at art. But I try to tell them, like, art is this much, and drawing realistically is this much of art. And there's something that we will find that you will fall in love with, and something that you will be amazing at. And more often than not, by the time they leave me in 5th grade, they have found something that they are really proud of, and it's amazing.
Awesome. How does art at elementary, and you're in the upper elementary.
Yes.
How does art align with district core values at Northwest?
So at Northwest, we really base our teaching and our culture on 5 core values, which are kindness, relationships, intentionality, positivity, and growth. And in the art room, we encompass all of that. Like, we talk about being kind to each other, being kind to ourselves as artists, and creating new things, trying new things. I try really hard to build relationships with every single 850 plus of the kids. Like, I learn every single name, go to sporting events if I can. So really building those relationships and just, you know, basing everything on positivity and helping the kids see their own potential and their own growth, and being really intentional about my teaching, giving these kids exposure to things they wouldn't have exposure to otherwise. Just trying to, you know, hook them and reel them in for that art bug, you know.
Have you learned every kid's name yet this year?
Not this year, because I've only seen some classes twice so far. So based on the rotation and the Labor Day holiday and stuff. So, but usually by Thanksgiving break, I know every single one of them. And some of them I know their first, middle, and last name.
No kidding. And you run into them in the community, you'll know their name.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. My daughters are like, you know everybody. We go out, and when you have like 800 kids, you know, it happens.
That's amazing. I can't even tell you all the people's names here at JTV. How long have you been teaching?
This is my 20th year teaching.
20 years?
20 years, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's my 20th year teaching.
How did you get into it?
I had an amazing art teacher when I was in elementary school. His name was Mr. Benedict, and got to have him again in high school. And I just knew that I knew I wanted to teach since I was young. But then the minute I had Mr. Benedict, I just knew, like, I wanted to be that person that kids just knew, cared about them, and got to be creative with, and was a reason that people wanted to come to school.
Wow.
So.
That story, every single teacher I know has that story.
Yeah.
You had a teacher that you wanted to be like.
Absolutely.
Now, are you an artist yourself?
I am, not as much as I used to be, because my girls, I have a 9-year-old and a 13-year-old, and they keep me busy with all their sports and stuff like that. But I do. I paint occasionally, and I do charcoal and stuff at home.
And you're not that neat either, because you've got...
No. Yes, these are actually one of my cleaner pairs, Bart.
Oh.
My other pairs of pants are way messier, and it's kind of fun because when I buy a new pair of like scrubs, the kids will say, Mrs. Crandell, are those new? Because they're not dirty yet. So the kids know.
Well, let's look at some of the photos. I have to tell you
absolutely.
the talent of little kids. I've seen like at Jackson Crossing, the art shows.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So what do we have here?
So to start off the school year, I always do a whole school collaborative mural. So we make art on our very first day together. And every year it kind of ties into the core values of Northwest. And so this was our mural last year, and it just spelled out the word grow. And students made origami butterflies, and we talked about growth of butterflies. And then it's really important for me. This is me presenting at the Louisville conference, the National Art Teachers Conference last year. And I presented on all the murals that I do, our school-wide murals, just so to get that message out to other art teachers. You can set the tone for your building, and you can help grow the culture in your building through your artwork. And so.
Wow, and you speak at national events.
I do.
That's cool.
I do. I'm presenting again this winter and in Chicago. Yeah.
And, so art teachers from all over the country, they're hearing your...
All over the country.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And the district is super supportive, so I love it. This is this year's mural. Each child chose a positive word for their school year, and then we created bricks. And I was kind of inspired by the Bright Walls logo with the bricks with the sun. I kind of put our own twists on it, and the kids got to make a brick for their their year. So
that's neat.
Yeah. Yep, just talking about, oh, and here's another one. Just this kind of travels all the way down the hallway. Each student made kind of like a dot to show that, even the simplest things can be very, very artistic, and when put together and working together, it creates something amazing.
Wow, it sure brightens up the hallways.
It sure does. It really does. I hang up every single piece of artwork from every kid throughout the year in the hall. So.
Have you had students that have gone into an art career?
I believe so. Because I see so many kids, once they hit middle school and high school, it's hard to keep track of every single kid, who graduates, because, we have classes of 200 to 300 students every year. So I'm assuming so. Julie Evers does a really good job, the high school art teacher, of helping to guide students who really find an interest in it.
Yeah, I think you've had a student that graduated, came back, is in an art career and painted the mural on the side of the band in front of the band practice area.
Yeah,
at the high school.
Yeah, that was Jeremiah. He was a Bright Walls artist. He was through Northwest by the time I hired in at Northwest. So he wasn't mine. I can't take credit for that. But yeah, pretty incredible.
Yeah, Jeremiah Britton has actually been at Bright Walls several years, and he's from here.
He is.
Yeah, and Julie Jerosher, she's been a Bright Walls artist too.
She has. Julie did a door one year, and then Julie and I worked together on a mini mural, and then the 2 years after that, Julie and I each did our own mini mural. So we have been very active in the art community.
So you're a Bright Walls artist too.
Yeah.
What a great asset to be able to take kids and show them the Bright Walls murals.
Oh, absolutely. Actually, the final year when Bright Walls did the finale, I brought my entire 5th grade class down. And so it was 10 sections of 5th grade, almost 300 kids, 10 teachers, dozens of parent, chaperones, and we did the education day at Bright Walls, and it was incredible. I
think Bright Walls needs to come back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I'm a big hand raised, yes.
Yeah, it was 5 and out, but I think we've had enough time pass where, no, we need this. We've got there are a lot of walls that could be painted.
There are. I mean, it's a great event, great event, brought the community together.
All right, so Jackson Young Professionals, let's do it, right?
No pressure.
So we'll be able to see your students' artwork. When do you start working on pieces that are going to be part of the art show?
So we do our student and teacher art show during Youth Art Month at Art 634 in March. We do the mall art show that is usually in April, and then we also participate in Art Alone with partnership with Ella Sharp Park, and that opening reception is coming up next month. So
we have an Art Alone piece here in our lobby.
Nice, nice.
Well, great job teaching our students at Northwest, and thanks for being on the show today as our Northwest feature teacher.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me.
From Northwest Elementary School art teacher Jessica Crandell.